On the day that Moshe descended from Mount Sinai the second time, he brought the new set of tablets. That was Yom Kippur, the first day of atonement. And our parasha begins the day after that. What did Moshe do? Vaykhel. He gathered everybody together. He reminded them about the importance of Shabbat, and then he told them about the Mishkan. We are going to build a tabernacle. We're going to build a portable sanctuary, a house of God, where we'll bring sacrifices, where there'll be the incense, the lighting of the menorah, and which will house the Holy Ark. And he told everybody exactly what he needed, the different silver and the gold and the precious jewels and all of the fabrics, and that everybody should donate according to the generosity of their heart. And they all went out to bring what they had. But what's interesting is that if you look in Parshat Yitro, Rashi tells us that Moshe was doing something else on that day. Vayehi mimachorat, it was the day after Yom Kippur, and Moshe was adjudicating between the nation. There were many disputes that happened on that day, monetary disputes. People came to Moshe. In fact, Yitro, his father-in-law, watched him and was very, very upset that Moshe was sitting there judging the people by himself from morning till night. Now, how do we put these two together? On the one hand, he was teaching everybody and instructing them about the building of the tabernacle. But on the other hand, he was adjudicating. Why was he doing both of these things on the same day? And the answer is that there was a very strong connection. You see, when Moshe said to the nation, I want you to bring from what you have, the materials, the gold, the silver, all of the fine wools and linens, and I want you to use it to give and to donate to the tabernacle, there was an issue. What had to be clear was that that item belonged to that person, 100%. Because you cannot donate something to the tabernacle, something to the shul that might not be yours. It's a question of theft. And you can't use that to build the house of God. And therefore there were many people who had arguments. Did this item belong to them? Did it belong to somebody else? There were many disputes. So before people could come and donate of their wealth to the tabernacle, first it had to be clarified whether the item was even theirs. And therefore Moshe was busy that entire day adjudicating between neighbors about disputed items. But I think the lesson that we learn from this should be very, very clear. When we give of our money to communal institutions, to charity, to the building of a shul, we've got to make sure that that money is ours, that we earned it honestly, that we paid our tax, that we gave charity, whatever it may be, and that there's no dispute between people. Because the worst thing that you can do is to use your money, which has been earned, in a way that is not honest, to build the house of God. The house of God has no use for such money. It has to be built in an appropriate way. This is how these two stories are put together, to show us that always when it comes to building and to creating institutions, communal institutions, it should be done in the most honest way possible. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.